Want to learn Finnish faster? In this video, I'll share you how you can learn Finnish more efficiently and in less time with the Anki app. Let's go check it out right now. What up, Fantastics? My name is Aleksi and I make authentic, fun and useful videos about Finland. So if you're interested in Finnish stuff, make sure to hit the subscribe button because you will join our Fantastic squad and get more Finnish videos in the future. So today we will talk about the Anki flashcard app. And Anki is not paying me to do this video. I've used Anki many years, for example when I was learning Japanese, to learn vocabulary and other stuff faster. So first I'll share some quick facts about Anki and then I'll show you step by step how you can start to learn Finnish with Anki. So Anki is developed by Damien Elmes. And as I said, it's a flashcard app that uses spaced repetition. And what this basically means that the application will keep track or does like bookkeeping for you about which words or phrases are easy and which are more difficult for you. And if I give you a quick example, the words that are easy for you, the app will ask you less often, and the ones that you struggle with or are a little bit more difficult, the app will ask you more often. So what this means practically is that the app will optimize the time for you to learn new stuff. And Anki is actually a word in Japanese which means memorization. So okay, now let's jump onto my desktop and I'll show you how you can start learning Finnish with Anki. Let's go. The first thing we have to do is we have to actually download Anki. So it's a desktop app. So we need to get that first. And you can just find it by if you type in Google Anki, or you can go to apps.ankiweb.net. And once you're there, you can just hit the download button and you get another button. So you just click it and you install it to your computer. So once you've installed it and you open it, you get actually the Anki application. When you open it the first time, the application properly asks you to create like a user. So you can just put like a name there and just click OK. And once done that, you get to the Anki itself. Because Anki is a flashcard application, we actually need a deck of flashcards to start learning with Anki. And if you're opening Anki on the first time, this page will be blank for you. And that means because we have no decks imported to Anki. So, and there's two ways how you can do this. You can one, create your own Anki deck, or two, you can download a pre-made deck made by someone else. And usually you want to go with option number two because someone has already done the work for you and you can start learning Finnish or any other stuff with Anki pretty fast. Next I'll show you how you can get those Finnish Anki decks. And you can do that by hitting this Get Share button here down the bottom. By hitting that button, you get to another website which is ankiweb.net. And this is the place where you can download those decks. Before you can get in the decks, you need to create an account, and you can just do it by hitting the sign up button on the top right corner. And once you've done that, then just log into Anki Web. Okay, and now we are on my Anki account, and here are all the decks that I have imported to my account. And again, this page will be blank for you if this is the first time using it. And the next thing you want to do is hit this Get Shared button because that's where we can get those decks. And we get some popular categories in languages: Arabic, Chinese, English, French, blah blah blah. And also you can learn some other stuff besides languages like art, science and trivia, which is pretty cool. But we want to learn Finnish, but we can't find any Finnish. So how we can find Finnish? Well, we go to the search bar in the top right corner and type in Finnish. And there we go. Now we have a bunch of Finnish decks that have been created by other people and which have been shared publicly. So we can actually import any of these to start learning. But which one we should use? There's quite a bunch of things. Well, I will show you two decks that you should definitely try, but you can try any of these by yourself and start using them if you want to. And these are all free, by the way. If you scroll down here, you find this Finnish English Core 900 with audio, informal language. So this is actually a spoken Finnish deck made by Juho Mikael, who's actually one of our Fantastics. So he took his time to create an awesome spoken Finnish deck for us so we can start using that. Let's give him a quick round of applause. Thank you, Juho. So we want to check it out, and actually there's also the same deck with audio and without audio, but you obviously want to take the one with audio because you can also hear the stuff. So let's click that one and you get like a description of the deck and some sample stuff. Let's just download it and start using this so we can get an idea how this works. So you just go down here, you hit download and it will download the deck. And if you have installed Anki before this and you just click the deck file, it should automatically import it to your account. And now we have actually a complete deck in our Anki application. Now we can actually start learning Finnish. So let's do that right now. So we hit this deck here, and you get this small window here. New words 10, learning 0, to review 2. And if you are, again, if it's your first time, usually you have only like a number 10 in the new, and learning and to review are 0. And that means that you have 10 new words coming up for this session, and learning is the sum of the words that you have previously kind of started learning but you haven't mastered them, and to review are the words that you have already completely learned but they are in the review. And this is why Anki is so powerful, because it does the bookkeeping for you and it tells you when you need to start reviewing some of the stuff that you've already learned so you don't forget them. And that is why it's so great. To start, we just click the Study Now button. Okay, and here's our first word. It's vaikka, and this is the front side of the card. And when we hit the Show Answer button down here, we will get the other side of the card, which is usually the answer.
Älä luovuta, vaikka joskus on vaikeeta.
And it means although or even though in Finnish. In this deck you get also an example sentence in Finnish and in English also the translation. Now the next step is important. So you get 4 buttons down here. You get again, hard, good or easy. Or there can be also 3 buttons depending if you have learned that word before. But in my case there's 4. And if I hit the again button, the app will ask the same word within 10 minutes again. Because I didn't know that or I forgot it, so it will ask me it again. But if it was a little bit tough word for me, hard, it will ask me the same again after 2 days. And if it was good, it will ask me in 3 days, and if it was easy word for me, I will hit the easy button. And this is the thing, like you have to make the judgment yourself and decide how easy or how difficult the word was for you. Let's say that, okay, I forgot what vaikka is, I just hit again and it will ask me it within 10 minutes.
Tavoite.
Then we have the word tavoite. Okay, what does tavoite mean? I think tavoite is like a goal. Is it a goal? Let's check it out. You can hit the Show Answer, or you can also hit the space button.
Mun tavoite on juosta maratoni ensi kesänä.
Okay, it's a goal, and I remember it, but it was a little bit tough for me, so I think I should hit the hard button, so it will ask me it again in 2 days, and I can make sure that I will learn it properly. And as you can see, you can get an example sentence both in English and Finnish, and also read by a Finnish person. It's actually a Finnish text-to-speech generator, but it's definitely good enough for this deck. A pro tip, if you push the R button on your keyboard, the app will repeat or read the stuff for you again if you missed it.
Tavoite. Mun tavoite on juosta maratoni ensi kesänä.
Nice. And the example sentences are in spoken Finnish, which is awesome, so you can start learning some spoken Finnish as well.
Ongelma.
And this is how you keep repeating the stuff.
Ongelma on siinä, ettei ovi aukea.
And now, because this was the first word for me, we have only 3 options. Usually you get three options only if it's a completely new word for you. So again, 1 minute, good, 10 minutes, and easy, 4 days. So you should choose the one that fits you the best for this word. Let's say that this word was completely new, I had no idea what the word was, and I hit the again button or keyword number 1 on my keyboard.
Tapahtuma.
And then we get again a new word. And this is how you keep doing it until all the cards in your session have been done. And I had 10 new words and 2 in the review, so that's 12 cards in this session. Once you've completed the cards in the day's session, you get congratulations, you have finished this deck for now. And this means that when you open the application again and this deck tomorrow, it will get you new words again, and depending how you did on this session, it will ask the words again in tomorrow's session in the review part. And this is why it's so great, because the application will keep the stats for you and ask new words and review the older ones depending how well you remembered those. And this is why it's so great. This is why it's so powerful. Just for demonstration purposes, let's try another deck. And I definitely recommend to try this 10,000 Finnish sentences sorted from easiest to hardest part 1. And actually you can see there's also part 2 and I think also part 3. And you just download it by clicking this, going down. You can read the description if you want, and then just download. And when it downloads, then you just open the file once it's downloaded, and then it will import it to your deck. Alright, so now we're back here. Let me show you this one. This deck I haven't used at all, so I have only new words in this session because I haven't tried this deck yet. But if you have tried it, once you spend time, you can see that there will be numbers in the other brackets as well.
Mitä minun pitäisi tehdä?
And as you can see now, we don't have anything on the first side, on the front side, we only get to hear the audio. And this is because the creator of this deck wanted to learn this way, so it will just give you the sentence read and then you just have to know what it is or guess it what it was. And then you just hit space again and you will get the right answer.
Mitä minun pitäisi tehdä?
And again, if you hit R, you can have the app repeat the sentence for you. Again, the same stuff. You then, every time when you look the answer, you need to tell the app how easy or how difficult it was for you. If it was completely new, you had no idea, you hit again. If it was okay, you hit good. And if it was really like piece of cake, then you just hit the easy. And the numbers here will tell when is the time when the app will ask it again.
Sinun täytyy puhua ranskaa.
Okay, so I think it says sinun täytyy puhua ranskaa. Was it correct? Let's check. Sinun täytyy puhua ranskaa. Okay. And this deck has actually standard Finnish, but the sentences and the structures are still there. So I think it's definitely a good app to check it out. And let me also show you options. If you hit one of the arrow buttons here and you put options, and you can here choose how many new cards a day you want. By default it's 10, but if you want to learn a little bit less, let's say 5, or if you want to do like really fast-paced stuff, you can put it for example 15 or even 20, and that's the thing. And as I said, this Anki is also available on the mobile, so you can actually learn new stuff on the go. But here's the catch. The Android version of Anki is completely free, but the iPhone version costs $25. And the reason is that the Anki Droid, which is the Android version of the app, is developed and maintained by third party, which means another group of people. And the iPhone version is actually created by the official developer. And because Anki, the desktop version, is completely free, and according to the developer, that is just his way to make a little bit of money with the app. Yeah, I know it's kind of funny situation, but if you have an Android phone, then you can use the stuff for free. And if you're an iPhone person, then you just have to stick with the desktop version or pay for the iPhone version. So I have an Android phone myself. I'll just give you a quick lowdown for the mobile version. So what you just download from Google Play Store, you log in with your Anki web account, and then it will synchronize the stuff, the decks and the stuff to your mobile device. And this is the thing, like if you want a new deck, you always have to import it first from the desktop version, and then when you open your phone version, it will synchronize the decks to your phone. So you cannot directly add new decks to your phone, you have to do it through the desktop version. Everything works pretty much the similar way. There's some things you can check from the settings and if you want to tweak, but the basic stuff is the same. It will give you new cards and review the old ones based on your previous learning sessions, and everything works pretty much like in the desktop. And that's all you need to know. So make sure you go check out the Anki, especially the spoken Finnish deck, it's pretty good. And make sure you also check out this playlist of other Finnish language related videos. I'll see you next time. So moro.